it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another solid reaction, and we got why LarryBird is better than LeBron. Now I know somebody gonna be in my comments talking about, man, LeBron James is this and that. No. We talking about the killer. We talking about the hit from French Lake. Yeah, lawlessness, Mr. Lawlessness himself. We talking about the brother dipped in powder. What are you talking about? We're talking about the real one right here. The reason why I feel LarryBird is so much better than LeBron James is because of the fact of the matter is LarryBird did things that LeBron James could never do, the shooting wise. He could finish at the basket. The only thing that we can honestly say is LeBron James is a more athletic player than LarryBird is. We cannot say he's a better shooter. He's not. We cannot say he's a better scorer because he's not. We cannot say he's a better defender. And the crazy thing is LarryBird is not a great defender at all. If anything, that is his weakest point of his game is his defense. But he's a far better defensive player than than LeBron James will ever be. And that's just the fact of the matter. We've never seen LeBron James take the game on the line and do it what it has to be done. We've seen LarryBird do it countless times. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out, man. Hope you guys do enjoy this one, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing me on the screen. But let's get into it. You feel me? I was about to start jamming. See, look, I'm already up here jamming.
Hey, good day, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David, and as always, thanks for tuning in.
There we go. That looks a little better.
Once in a while, I try to honor a video request, and I gotta be honest, it's such a hard decision for me to make, especially with so many great video ideas. But of course, I can't do all videos, which is why I have to make a decision. And yes, especially with those kind of videos like today, where I know, okay, I'm going to get into trouble for posting videos with such interesting content.
The only people who's gonna hate is the haters. You feel me? That's the only people gonna hate what you gotta say is the people who don't know basketball. People who just newborns to the game. If you newborn to the game, you gonna hate what we gotta say today because we're gonna bring all facts and no opinions. You feel what I'm saying?
Makes the decision even harder, but hey, let's face the challenge. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about why I feel that LarryBird was the better basketball player than LeBron James.
Ooh.
Stop it.
Nah.
Get some help.
Nah, you got facts. Let's go with it. Let me hear what you got to say.
Okay, let's start.
And I'll either deny or, rock with it. I'm going to jump past your little intro, bro. I hate, I'm really not, oh, it's small, it's short. Okay, bet. We back at it.
LarryBird at his best, LeBron James at his best.
Oh my God. And do we have to put the teams too, or just individual players?
If there's a draft,
oh my God,
you can take Bird or LeBron.
LeBron's physical, if not athletic ability is a gift. Larry's IQ and basketball competitiveness is, uncanny. Like Larry's ability to make tough shots, his shooting, his IQ, just, man, come on.
You got to draft that
in
first.
A hypothetical draft.
If it's a hypothetical draft, just me alone, I'm picking LarryBird first because I need a player I can build a team around that can win now, not a team that can win later. LeBron James, and I'm saying this with all respect to LeBron James, he needed that development. He needed to be developed. And that's very great. And, it is what it is now. But he needed those years to lose. He needed that development. Even with a draft, and this is me being honest, with LarryBird, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James all in the same draft. Let's say they're all in the same draft. Me personally, I'm going to pick LarryBird first. If I was the team picking first, I'm picking LarryBird first. The reason why I'm picking LarryBird first is the simple fact is we can win right now with LarryBird. Mike needed some years to get right. I think he was a great scorer. I think he was a very great player. I don't think anybody's better than him. Through time, it made him that way. But we cannot all say Michael Jordan started off that way. He was just going to be a killer from in jump. No, it took playing LarryBirds. It took playing the Magic Johnsons to get to that point. Same thing with LeBron James. We could not say he was going to come into the league and win a championship that first year. We can't say that. We don't even think he can do that. But we can say is he needed those whoopings from the Celtics. He needed those to get put out by the Celtics. He needed to get put out by the Spurs. He needed to get put out by Dallas. He needed that in order to become who he is. We never needed that from LarryBird. LarryBird was coming in the game and he knew what it was. The game was that. We talking about, we went from a team that was trash to one of the best teams in the league the next year. We went from a team who didn't win the title to winning 2 in a row. You get what I'm saying? So, I think that's just me personally. I go LarryBird And then I go Mike and then LeBron. The only reason why I go Mike, more rings means more wins. You got to think about it like that. And it's easier to put people around Mike. It's easier to put people around Mike than it is to put around LeBron. I'm just saying.
That's what they started off with. I'll take it at any age. You can do it at 18 or 22 or 26, 28, or as they finally concluded at age 30. I'm going to take Larry Bird just a little bit over LeBron James.
Yeah.
Larry Bird was LeBron James before LeBron James
Yes.
was LeBron James.
Facts.
But saying all that, I'm going to take LeBron.
What?
Oh, I gotta go Larry Joe.
So, okay, I love Skip, but I don't understand his reasoning. I might need to go find that clip and figure out what his reason is for picking LeBron James over
Gotta
Larry.
go with Larry Joe. In today's rules, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry, so this is 27, 28-year-old Larry and 27, 28-year-old LeBron,
Yeah.
right? Or is he 30 now, right? 30.
Yeah.
Can I answer that question now? Larry Joe.
Yes. You put Larry
So,
Bird.
how am I going to approach this video? Well, I thought let's have some major categories compared to two, and let's see in what categories which player is better and why Larry Bird comes out on top. It's going to be pretty interesting, so let's have a look. The first category that
give
I'm
me
going
this.
to look at is scoring, a category that has just so
got
many
him.
aspects to it. If it is posting up, shooting, penetrating, you name it, there are just so many aspects how you can rate a good scorer. For example, if we just take the career average, LeBron James at his current state averages 27 points in his entire career. Larry Bird, on the other hand, averaged 24 over his entire career. So the first question would be, what do you rank higher? 27 in today's game or 24 points a game in the 1980s?
That's kind of
Difficult
hard.
question.
The only reason why I say it's kind of difficult is because, bro, 27 in today's game is easy. And I'm not belittling because I ain't never played the NBA game. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't never been an NBA player, so I can't say it's like just easy. But you see some players that you like, bro. You ride the bench. Why the fuck you got 27 points every once in a while? You see that. But back then, you could ride the bench. You ain't never seen nobody put 24 on somebody's Scully on an average. You seen Mike, you seen Larry, you seen Magic, you seen them do it. You seen the greats do it. You ain't never seen Mark Marone do anything like that, or a Danny, what's that boy's name? I can't think of his last name. You ain't never seen these niggas who sit on the end of the bench doing anything like that. So it's crazy to think of that.
Larry Bird had his best scoring season in 1987, where he
Whopper.
almost averaged 30 points a game. LeBron James, on the other hand, had his best scoring season in 2005, so when he was still very young, averaging 31 points per game. But you have to remember, at that time, LeBron James literally had nobody who he could pass the ball to.
Yeah,
so
so it was just
shooting-wise, it's not even a comparison. LeBron James is a decent shooter, not a great shooter.
I don't think
but Larry
LeBron's-
Bird was a great shooter. If it's the three
Yeah, okay, when you say shooting, I think you need to say a scorer, okay? When you say a scorer, that makes more sense because most of LeBron, most of LeBron James' points came from inside the paint. And there's no belittle on it. But shooter, no, because shooting, no. LeBron James
three-pointer,
can't
even
shoot.
back in the days, or his free throw percentage, he was definitely the better shooter.
Bang.
But as I mentioned earlier, scoring has more to it than just shooting, for example. Because if we're looking at the total package of scoring, I would still have to give that one to LeBron James, because his athletic ability is just so insane. If he wanted to, he could average 35 in his heyday. And you got to remember, we're comparing two insane and great offensive players. So that one slightly goes to LeBron James.
LeBron on a breakaway.
Just try to take full advantage of it.
And the first basket of his Laker career is a tomahawk dunk. Let's go.
Okay.
The legend of LeBron continues. He moves past his idol, MJ.
Got it.
Number 4 all-time scoring.
I did it just being me.
The next category that I'm going to take a look at is passing. And this is a pretty interesting one. Because to me, in this category, you can't just only go by numbers. I think we can agree that both Larry Bird and LeBron James had the so-called passing gift. They had great court vision. They see
this
the
is going to
open
be a little
man.
bit harder for me
They
to
can
decide.
create for their teammates, so they're great passers.
I think the passing is going to be a little bit harder for me to decide. I'm still going to sit with Larry Bird being a better scorer or a better shooter. Scorer, I would say LeBron James. Passing, issue Larry Bird's had some moments, but we've seen LeBron James do some wild stuff on his passing. So, okay, I'm gonna go Larry simply because I've seen Larry make some full court passes. I think he should have been a quarterback at one point. I've seen him make some tap passes that I've never thought of. I've seen LeBron James probably do like one between the leg, pass, the back one like that, or the one they just showed where he did the look off and threw it that way. Those are probably like some of the greatest passes I've seen him do. So I'm gonna have to go Larry on this one.
No doubt about that. If we would just go by numbers, we would see that LeBron James averages 7.2 until today, where Larry Bird averaged 6.3 in his entire career. But still, to me, Larry Bird is the better passer, and I explain why. You have to see that LeBron James is a point forward, which means he brings the ball up the floor, he has a lot of touches, which means that he also has more opportunities to create for his teammates. Larry Bird, on the other hand, didn't have the obligation to bring the ball up the floor. He always played with many superstars like Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, which also means that he had to share his touches. But still, as a forward, he was still able to put up 6.3 assists. And if you take a closer look at his games, you will see that this guy not only made great passes, but sometimes made passes that were incredible. I'm literally talking Magic Johnson style of passes. Even until today, I haven't seen any forward having such a great eye, such great court vision, mixing it up with so much style and flair.
Got him in the air.
So that one goes to Larry Bird.
I gotta get at the Larry.
And the next category that I'm going to take a look at is
hold on, let's see which one
defense.
Defense. Okay, I'm giving this to LeBron. The reason I'm giving it to LeBron is, the players in today's game is a little faster. They're a little shiftier, and it's not saying that back then they didn't have fast players, but these players are shifty. Like, for you to sit in front of Kyrie or Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson or Kemba Walker, I gotta give you points there. I can't just knock that. I'm gonna go LeBron.
Like a short and easy thing at first sight, but believe me, it's way closer than you might think. LeBron James is a physical specimen. I mean, there's no reason to doubt that. That guy can guard position 1 to 5, especially in his younger days. That guy was incredible. On the other hand, you got Larry Bird, a guy who can't jump, who can't run, who's not the strongest guy on the floor.
He's not as athletic.
So how can this even be an argument? To the guys who follow the NBA today, you know that LeBron James of today is not comparable to the LeBron James of 5 years ago. Sometimes it looks like LeBron James doesn't even care on defense. So I don't want to...
All right, so I think going off that, I was going off of as a whole, as a career. Okay, so I guess he's right. Yeah,
taken by today's standard, but in his heyday.
Look at LeBron. Watch his effort right here. Now, he turns it over. He's still not in the play yet. The other three guys, there's been really no communication with the exception of JaVale McGee, who's pointing saying, look, somebody stop my man. Jalen, you started playing basketball at maybe 7, 8 years old. You learned how to stop the ball first.
LeBron I ain't see that. LeBron, no, this guy, bro, you could have went back up and got that. Like,
LeBron misses a layup right here. Now, Kyrie is further back than LeBron. Watch how this play ends up, Jalen.
LeBron at least wiped his chest.
First of all, LeBron's not even in the picture yet. Putting the onus and the pressure on KCP to
he got to cover too.
Do I go run to Kyrie? Oh, but I forgot. There's a guy behind me in Jaylen Brown.
Oh, my God, LeBron. That looks bad.
Yes, it's maybe fixable.
That looks bad.
But it has to start with some effort. Look at all of these NBA ranks right here.
But there's one major reason why I think you shouldn't underestimate and underrate Larry Bird as a defender. That guy had the biggest heart. You just got to go on YouTube and check for his hustle plays. That guy literally sacrificed his body
for
every
everything,
game,
bro.
every night, every minute. And he could guard his opponents. Don't get me wrong. He was able to guard some great players. And what he was lacking in his physical abilities, he made it up with heart and basketball IQ. Of course, this category needs to go to LeBron James. I just wanted to make sure that nobody underrates Larry Bird as a defender.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
So that category goes to LeBron James.
When I first came in the league, Artis Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about. We're getting a little bit older now and feeling the bangs and the bumps and bruises and all that. I can see where he's coming from, but I can't change my style of play.
Exactly.
And the next category is going to be rebounds. Now, you would think that a guy who's built like LeBron James with that type...
I'm giving rebounds to Larry Bird. The only reason why, bro, Larry used to, he used to harass niggas back then. It's just that he had a quick hop. He didn't have a long hop. He had a quick hop. He would just be like, he was just a little jelly bean, bro.
Body with that athletic ability would dominate the boards. And well, what can you say? LeBron James is a decent rebounder. At the moment, in his entire career, he's averaging 6.9 rebounds a game. Which is a great amount for a small forward or point guard or whatever you want to call him. On the other hand, we got LarryBird, a guy who's not known for his great jumping ability, but who still some way somehow averaged to grab exactly 10 rebounds a game in his entire career. And he had to share the rebounds with Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale. So this category is not even a question. That one goes to LarryBird. So next I have 3 points that fit exactly into one category. I have mental toughness, leadership, and the clutch gene.
Okay. That's instantly LarryBird because LeBron James ain't got he's got the leadership skills, but mental toughness, he's not there. He wants to be like, yo, why I ain't get that call? No, we don't do that. That's not mental toughness. When we talk about the killer instinct, he ain't got that either. That's why he needed Kyrie. That's why he needed D-Wade. That's why he needed Anthony Davis. Those people have the killer instinct. They just can't get to the line. You get what I'm saying? Like they're that person who could finish a game, but they're never that person who can start a game. And that's why he always needed those players. Like right now, if KD carries them to the finals, Kyrie will win the Nets their first championship. I can guarantee you that. Kyrie will win it if they make it to the finals. If KD can get them to the finals, Kyrie will make sure that they win the finals because he can do that. Same thing with D-Wade. When D-Wade and LeBron was together with the Heat, LeBron got him there. D-Wade is the reason why they won the finals. Anthony Davis, same thing with the bubble. Look at the bubble. LeBron James got them there. Anthony Davis won them the game. That's what it takes. That's what he needs. So
I mean, this is exactly the biggest difference between LeBron James and LarryBird. LeBron James is a great leader. He's a great teammate. He's a good spirit in the locker room. He always tries to get his teammates involved and always looking for the right basketball play. So in my opinion, there's nothing you can hold against LeBron James. But when I take a look at mental toughness and the clutch gene, sorry, but there's no comparison to LarryBird. LarryBird is probably one of the toughest guys who ever lived on this planet. And I'm not only talking about basketball, I'm literally talking about living on this planet. That guy not only had nerves of steel, but this guy literally did whatever it took to win.
My buddy.
And of course he made mistakes, and of course LarryBird also missed some clutch shots. But LarryBird, Michael Jordan, and maybe one or two other guys are the clutchest guys who ever played the game. And this is where LeBron James just can't match Larry Bird. Just a different type of animal. And to me, if I discuss who's the better player, I always take the guy who I want the ball in his hands when the game's on the line. And if the championship is on the line or my life depends on it, I even wouldn't hesitate 1 second. Larry Bird is my man.
Exactly.
All right, you guys. As you can see, that was a very close call.
All right, man. That is the end of this video. Let me be bluntly honest with y'all. I do think LeBron James is a great player. I don't think he's just trash, but I do not want to ever put him amongst the great in some rooms with some players that I don't think he could live up to the hype. I don't think he can live up to Michael Jordan. It won't happen for me personally. I'm going to be real with you personally. So if you're one of them people like, man, what's the reason for hating LeBron James? I don't hate him. I just personally don't think he's better than Mike. The reasons as being he can't win. It took you 30 years to do what Mike did in 8. Just saying. I ain't trying to belittle you or nothing, but it took you that long. So I'm one of them people who strongly believe in that, man. But, man, if y'all guys did enjoy this video, man, and y'all do want to see more videos like this, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications on so you never miss another solid reaction. I'll see y'all in the next video. Solid is out. Peace.